This one.
Hello, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the podcast. Today we have a special guest.
Hello, everyone. It's Mr. John Edwards in the house.
Whoop whoop. Today we're gonna ask you some questions. First question. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm all ears. Let's
All
see
right.
what you got for me.
Okay. First question today is, what do you like about? Well, first, what do you do here?
I am learning support for social studies and science, but I feel like I do more than just that. Like, I'm a mentor to kids. I'm a therapist. I listen to y'all. I empower y'all. I pour into y'all. It's a lot that comes with teaching because you're more than just a teacher.
What about a chef? Are you a chef too?
Repeat that question again for me.
Are you a chef?
Am I receptive to what? What you saying?
Like you cook, and do you give food?
I'm not playing with him, y'all. No,
But
I cook a little bit, not too much. A little something slight.
that chicken platter.
Why are you still talking about the chicken platter?
What do you like about teaching at Belmont?
What I love about Belmont is the kids are very relational. It's ever growing and ever changing. Belmont's still a fresh new school, so like it's still a lot of tweaks and kinks that can be worked out. But I love the fact that the kids are ever changing. They want to build relationships with you and they want to have relationships with the staff. It's nothing like having a relationship with us. We're the best, right?
Are we the best? Are they the best?
Yes, we are. We're very much so the best.
Well, what do you see yourself still working at Belmont?
Yes, it all depends. I can see myself growing and doing different things and trying different positions. I'm a firm believer in you should never stay stagnant. You should always want to grow because if you're not growing, how are you leveling up in life?
Okay. What would be something you would say to us, like the kids?
Something I would tell y'all is don't let the fear striking out keep you from playing the game.
Like, how would you describe that or like explain that?
How I would describe that is this. Guys, failure is bound to happen. You have to realize that everything in life is trial and error. But if you don't try, how do you ever know what you can be good or be great at? So when I say don't let the fear striking out from letting you play the game, meaning don't let your fear of being great stop you from doing something you're good at. Or don't let your fear of failure stop you from being the best person you can be. A lot of the time, we don't believe in ourselves enough and have enough self-confidence to know that we can do it. So we tend to just let the fear paralyze us, let the fear consume us, and the fear keeps us from playing the game. It lets us strike out.
I like that. That's good. So what would be advice, school-wise, like schoolwork or classwork?
My
Grade-wise?
advice to you guys will be to prioritize your time. A lot of y'all do not prioritize your time. Prioritize your time wisely because time is money. Time is something we can't get back. Money you can always get back, but you can't get back the time. You can't get back those moments. High school is some of the most critical years of your life, but it's also some of the most funnest years of your life. And you make memories with people you won't forget, even if y'all aren't close anymore. It's some of your best memories,
Yeah.
You have to cherish high school, cherish those memories, cherish those times with people because people are here today and gone tomorrow.
So, what would you recommend to do better with our time and our organization? Like, what would you recommend we do?
Planners.
Okay. And why planners? Why you say planners?
So you can write down your thoughts and organize your time on paper. A lot of y'all don't. A lot of y'all see so much stuff and feel, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. All this work. I get it. I was once a teenager. I used to get overwhelmed by a lot of work. But you have to prioritize your time. You have to make sure that you are devoting enough time to each assignment and make sure that you're doing it with fidelity.
And you speak on that. How was like high school at your age?
High school for me, the first 2 years were okay, but 11th and 12th grade, I really found my place and found who I was as a person, kind of. So high school really molded me, but if I had stayed at my first high school, I probably wouldn't be the person you see before you because it was off the chain.
Well, what high school did you go to?
I went to 2 different high schools. You know, I'm not from here. I'm from Washington, D.C., the DMV, PG County to be exact.
Okay. Shout out to Washington.
Hey, shout out to y'all, my DC family. You know what it is.
Well, now we just gonna ask you, just like, what do you like to do?
I like to do a lot of things. I love to eat. I go roller skating a lot, which is fun. It's amazing to be able to be in tune with music while on 4 wheels. 8 wheels because you got quad skates. They each got 4. Do you skate?
A little bit.
I gotta see this. Cause he ain't got it nothing on me, y'all.
I can skate a little bit.
He ain't got nothing on me, y'all. He keeps talking about a little bit. That mean he suck.
No, I can skate though. We could have a race. I'll beat you.
Okay, that remains to be seen.
Okay.
But I
Next
like-
skating trip
well,
they do.
Roller skating, I love bowling. Shopping, of course, you can never keep me out the store. I love a fly pair of shoes. I love to look good. I love to feel good because I feel like when you look good, you feel even better. And I love just trying new things like putt shack, putt golf, just different things. I love trying it all.
You mentioned you like to cook, and I asked you if you was a chef. So what do you cook?
I like to cook seafood. That's it. If you ain't cooking me no
You
seafood,
can't cook then.
if you not cooking me no
can't
seafood, I ain't cooking. I'm
I
not
cook
the
better.
greatest cook,
I cook
but
better.
seafood is everything.
I cook better.
That remains to be seen. Very
You
telling.
gotta be able to make anything out of nothing. Nothing out of
That's
anything.
true, but like I said, remains to be seen.
So, what kind of seafood do you prefer though?
Shrimp, clams, calamari, oysters, crabs, crab legs, anything that has to do with seafood. Give it to me.
No, don't start singing. No singing.
Oh,
No,
be
no,
quiet.
no. No. All right. So, what was like a favorite childhood meal though? Was it always just seafood? You don't got no like
Pizza, seafood,
like a home cooked meal or something.
chicken. Yeah, we used to make homemade pizza. Me,
Oh,
and my
really?
mom, like we would buy like the dough, all that, spread the sauce, the cheese. We made homemade pizza, so pizza was a favorite pastime of mine because it's nothing like making great homemade pizza.
Okay, my fault. What toppings would you put on there?
Just pepperoni.
That's it. You know?
I'm very plain. I'm not very complicated.
No pineapple.
Ew, no.
Why you say ew?
Because I don't think pineapples belong on pizza. Guys, what y'all think? Pineapples belong on pizza? Yeah, no.
Go
No,
ahead, talk.
no,
Let me hear your
no,
opinion. Go
no.
ahead.
And I
What's your
said
opinion?
what I said.
Why
Pineapple
you think
sucks.
pineapple in here? I think it's good because it adds like a sweet flavor, but then it adds like a little like extra.
I don't want no sweet flavor in my pizza. If I want a sweet flavor,
You just said you was plain.
If I want
And
a
you
sweet
gotta
flavor,
what?
I would go get me some sweet potato or apple pie if I wanted sweet flavor. Just being honest.
But it's a combination. It's like having the cheese and the strawberry. What the ratatouille teach you? What the ratatouille teach you? A cheese,
He don't
the
realize, y'all.
tangy, and the cheesy, the creamy.
No. Give me straight up regular mozzarella cheese with some pepperonis and maybe some stuffed crust and call it a day.
No, Newbert. Why do you like ham and pineapple? My fault.
Salt and sweet. Salty and sweet.
That's good.
Not for no pizza.
Why you like it, Miriam?
The sour and sweet.
Exactly. You feel me?
Not for no pizza.
I like the sour and sweetness of it. It
Yeah.
brings up the,
Yeah, I heard you.
the tomatoes.
I heard you.
Why you being so mean to her?
What you mean?
I don't know.
I
You
love
just
Mario.
tripping.
That me up, Mario.
What else you got for me, sir? What else we gonna talk about next? What's the new topic?
Well, a lot of people have been talking about Trump. So, what you think about that?
Trump is a yellow baboon. Next question.
But like, you gotta tell. But you gotta tell somebody who don't read the news, don't watch the news, none of that. You like, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. I'm clueless right now.
Trump is trying to take us back to the Stone Age. Is what's happening. But if you read articles, sir, you'll figure it out.
But like, I need you to help.
I
'Cause like you
don't.
said, you're a
I
teacher, a
personally
mentor.
don't want to talk about a yellow baboon who wants to take my livelihood away. No shade. He's got my friends fired from their jobs. People I know fired from their jobs. Made everybody go back in the government from telework back into the office. Like screw this yellow baboon.
2025 yellow baboon. Yellow baboon.
Oh, you gonna create a yellow baboon dance?
Me too.
You gonna dye your hair like Donald Trump and look like a baboon? Cause he looks like an ape, a orangutan, a baboon, all of the above.
You're like a baby. A very.
He
bad
behaves
baby.
like he was raised with wolves.
So like Mowgli type up. Mowgli.
What you mean?
You ain't watch Mowgli?
No. Oh, Mowgli. I remember Mowgli.
No, he don't. He don't remember no Mowgli.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, I do.
This will be the last question though.
Okay.
So, this is like, what would you? Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know y'all love these announcements because it mean y'all going home.
But I'm not going home though. Why am I
yeah,
not?
we know
going
you're
home?
not going home because your mother ain't coming to get you. You need to do some work.
You hear that, Mom?
And
If
get
you
that
watching
C
this,
up
come
for
pick me up.
chemistry from an A.
That
Tell
one I
them
meant.
y'all.
Mom, if you watching
Tell
this,
them
come pick me
y'all.
up.
Tell them y'all. 'cause
Now.
his grades is trash.
My grades is good. All A's, all B's, and maybe one
and
C.
1C.
Maybe.
How you go from a 99 in this lady class to a C?
Because Parsons didn't grade my work. Bah.
No, you didn't do your work.
No, I did my work.
Okay, I thought you had one more question
All
for
right,
me.
all right.
I'm tired.
So, what would be one thing you would want to change about Belmont?
The one thing I would want to change about Belmont is the deans and more discipline.
And what, like, elaborate?
They take too much with y'all. They think y'all their friends. They don't think y'all. They don't think you're your coworkers. They let y'all sit in the hallways with them and everything else. If we real on what we really doing, we need to be working together to foster a culture, not undermining each other. And the deans, I feel like, tend to undermine us a lot when we make certain decisions.
I could agree with that. And also, why didn't you have no salt, pepper, ketchup, or nothing on your platter?
Cause I didn't want any. Any more questions?
All right, no, that's it. Well, thank you for watching. We see you next week.
Bye,
The word.
guys. Okay, the word.
The word.
Talking about what's the word?